There's a reason we call some foods comfort food. A food can bring back memories and even break the ice for conversation.
Yeah, and there's a local woman who understands this concept very well. And in times of tragedy or unrest, she makes her comfort pies and hits the road. When Ferguson, Missouri erupted in riots in the summer of 2014 over the police shooting of Michael Brown,
it does speak to the soul.
Rose McGee went to the kitchen and started baking sweet potato comfort pie.
And loaded up about 30 pies and drove down to Ferguson and the whole St. Louis area, not just in Ferguson, but around the area, because people around the area were impacted as well. And I would ask people if they would accept the sweet potato pie.
And what she found, she already knew. Food is comfort, and food brings people together.
One woman, we gave a pie and she just held it and started rocking. She said she was not going to eat it because it reminded her of her mother. And many of them were in tears, and many of them had stories.
When she got back to Golden Valley, she and many volunteers started making sweet potato pies when they felt called to bring people together. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the protests at the Minneapolis Police Department 4th Precinct.
People were invited from all over to come and have dialogue around what does it mean to live in a community, to really be, in unity with each other. What does it mean to deal with race in this community? If we begin to be a little more proactive, relationship building, maybe that can help, ward off some of that.
Last summer, she also went to Charleston, South Carolina, after Dylan Roof walked into a prayer service at Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church and shot and killed 9 people. She delivered 56 sweet potato comfort pies.
That night that we were there were over 150 people. And I was given the opportunity, I asked, and they said yes, to cut and serve every single piece. The other thing that was interesting is we were able to serve pie to police officers, and it was good to be able to share pie with them, knowing that outside so much is going on with the conflict, between law enforcement and people of color in particular.
This whole effort is all volunteer and on the side of Rose's full-time job. But it's always been part of who she is. Sweet potato pie is a comforting part of her own past, made by her grandmother and great-grandmother.
For some reason, and I don't understand, Kelsey, exactly why, but for some reason I just felt very special about this dessert. I always say that it called me. I didn't call it.
She has a small army of friends and family who help when they feel it's time to make a delivery.
You hear of the fabric of our community being ripped apart. Rose is about stitching that back together.
She's giving of her time, of her heart, and then to see the community come and be a part of the baking and the packaging and the wrapping, all of that. That in itself is a true blessing.
Next, she plans to make a trip to Orlando when the time is right.
We're not just going to go bombarding into the community. We ask if it's okay.
And she hopes people will keep sharing her comfort food.
People are not all bad. There are more good people, and I believe that. It's just that it only takes a few bad incidents to become the profile.
And she hopes more people will find comfort together.
It does speak to the soul, and I know that it does. And that's why the sweet potato pie is, I believe, it's more than just pie. It's deeper than that.
And the comfort pies are not for sale. When she and her friends feel like they are needed, they make them for a special event or a special place. They've also set up a small GoFundMe account to help with shipping and costs for Orlando, and we've put that information on our website.
Oh my gosh.